Just get this. Good evening, friends. Day before yesterday, the Vice Chancellor of the Global University of Terrorism, Mr. Nawaz Sharif, addressed the United Nations. He is traveling abroad to recruit mercenaries for his faculty and funding for his project. The global community is fully sensitized on his activities. I have nothing to add because globally they have recognized the reality that the Pak establishment is indulging in. It is to be registered that today the Bharatiya Janata Party is holding its executive meeting in Kozhikode. We must remember that one of the stalwarts of security matters who spoke on a record time in the United Nations was Mr. Krishna Menon, known for his policies on diplomacy. It is from that land that the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to revisit its internal security program. The Indian National Congress today salutes the sacrifice of 17 brave soldiers who were martyred in the cowardly Uri attack in Jammu and Kashmir. This is an attack on our national conscience, and the perpetrators should be brought to book at the earliest. Prior to 2014 elections, Sri Narendra Modi ji consistently counseled Congress government to stop writing love letters to Pakistan. Modi ji used the often quoted rhetoric of 56 inches chest as also bringing 10 heads back in exchange of one, besides asking government to answer Pakistan in the language they understood. Since becoming Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi has indulged in sari, shawl and biryani diplomacy to impromptu visit to Pakistan to attend a wedding celebration and birthday parties along with Shri Nawaz Sharif. We are putting this background to you so that you understand the whole issue on a broad canvas. Modi government's Pakistan policy is based on wholesale confusion rather than pragmatic, decisive cohesion. Net effect has been that a renegade nation like Pakistan that protects global terror, which stood isolated amongst international community on account of sustained policy of Congress-led UPA government, is attempting to reproject itself as a player for regional stability in Southeast Asia. Prime Minister Modi is singularly responsible for complete disarray of foreign policy. To top it, India's borders, also national security, have been under siege for the last 2 years. There have been 900 border ceasefire violations by Pakistan in Jammu and Kashmir. India has borne the brunt of unchecked terrorist attacks coming from Pakistan in Udhampur, Gurdaspur, Pathankot and Pampo, leading to heavy casualties of army and police including senior most officers. Despite grave provocation and loss of nearly dozen soldiers in the terrorist attack in Pathankot Air Base, Modi government invited a Pakistani investigation team to Pathankot, headed by the dreaded ISI. Not only did the Pakistan brashly refuse a bilateral visit by the Indian investigating team, it is shockingly accused India of engineering Pathankot Air Base attack and killing of its soldiers. I must also add, the National Investigation Agency subsequently gave a clean chit to the Pakistani government. I do hope they don't repeat that in the case of the current attack. Modi government appears to have learnt no lesson, which finally resulted in the cowardly Uri attack, leading to martyrdom of 17, I correct myself to 18 today, soldiers and grievous injuries to about 28 army men. Uri terrorist attack, sponsored, propagated, abetted by Pakistan, is the result of political leadership of Modi government. Reports clearly point towards massive intelligence and operational failure. My question to you is, they claim that they had intelligence report actionable indeed. And what kind of action did they do in Uri? Nothing at all. What was the defense minister doing in Goa? He landed at the Delhi airport at 5 o'clock in the evening after the attack. These are questions we will ask, and I'm going into the specific questions that have been raised. In the last 25 months, this is a question to the Kozhikode meet of the Bharatiya Janata Party. In the last 25 months, 156 Indian soldiers have attained martyrdom fighting terrorists in Pakistan. There have been over 945 ceasefire violations on LOC alone. What does the BJP think, and who does the BJP think is responsible? Under myopic power and power-hungry PDP-BJP state of J&K has come to a grinding halt for 77 days with perpetual curfew in the valley. It is not clear failure of PDP-BJP government to handle the situation has led to widespread unrest and the leeway to Indian enemies, including Pakistan. Question number 3 for Kozhikode. What is the accountability for command and control, as also intelligence and operational failures that led to Uri attack? What lesson did the government learn from the 5 earlier terrorist attacks in Udhampur, Gurdaspur, Pampore and Pathankot? Was it correct strategy of the government to invite the rogue ISI, which is the chief patron of terrorism in Pakistan, to India for investigation of the Pathankot terror attack? Now, the most crucial question that we are going to ask the Modi government is, should the Prime Minister not fix responsibility of his NSA, Shri Ajit Doval, as also Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar, who publicly boasted on 17/1/2016 after the Pathankot attack by stating that, can assure you that without my permission no one can come. But this gentleman forgets this has happened once again while he was fishing in Goa. The final question, what is the Pakistan policy of Modi government beyond the hyperbole, sari, shawl and biryani diplomacy, impromptu visit by Modi ji to Pakistan for attending marriage and birthday celebrations? Our time demands a mature, firm, decisive policy on internal and external security beyond mere rhetoric and platitudes. Modi government must follow the path of a three-pronged strategy vis-a-vis Pakistan, that it would lead to a diplomatic isolation, imposition of economic sanctions that will break the chain of fueling and funding state-sponsored terrorism and resolute strategic response. I am open to questions on the subject related. जी, हमारे जो 6 प्रश्न हमने पूछा है और सिलसिला ये है कि कोझिकोड में जो इनका मीटिंग होना है, कहते हैं इनका एजेंडा इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी का रिव्यू है, लेकिन हम जानने चाहते हैं कि कृष्ण मेनन का जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है, जिन्होंने इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी और फॉरेन पॉलिसी पर इतना कंट्रीब्यूट किया था, क्या वो चैप्टर अध्याय जो आप कहते हैं, क्या वो पढ़ेंगे, वो रिविजिट करेंगे? क्योंकि इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी जो मामला है, ये ऐसा नहीं है कि 2 साल में आप डेवलप कर सकते हो। ये भारत का इतिहास ये है कि हर सरकार, आने वाले सरकारों से भी और जो अर्लियर गवर्नमेंट्स हैं, उनसे भी सीखते हैं। कभी 2 साल में अभी आपको कोई इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी पाकिस्तान के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में अब डेवलप नहीं कर सकते हो। इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में हम ये भी पूछने चाहते हैं, क्या आप लोग कृष्ण मेनन की पॉलिसीज और जो उन्होंने प्रैक्टिस किया था यूनाइटेड नेशंस में, उनका जो लॉन्गेस्ट स्पीच था, उसको आपने ध्यान दिया है? और क्वेश्चंस हमने रेस किया है कि इस 25 महीनों में 156 इंडियन सोल्जर्स का मार्टरडम हुआ है और 955 सीज फायर वायलेशंस हुआ है। ये आपके ज्ञान में है, हमने बार बार ये पूछा है। दूसरा क्वेश्चन है, क्या आप उरी अटैक पर किसी को अकाउंटेबल होल्ड करेंगे? आपका डिफेंस मिनिस्टर 5 बजे तक दिल्ली पहुंचा ही होगा। उससे पहले पठानकोट में इन्होंने ये कहा था कि ये आखिरी अटैक होगा, कि उनके परमिशन के बिना कोई उग्रवादी हिंदुस्तान के जमीन पर आ नहीं पाएंगे। क्या हुआ इस वादे का? और प्रश्न ये भी है, इसका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी किसका है? पठानकोट के पहले आपके पास इंटेलिजेंस इनपुट था, आज उरी के अटैक से पहले आपके पास एक्शनेबल इंटेलिजेंस था। मतलब ये आपको ये पता था कि वहां मूवमेंट होना है, उसके बावजूद आपने कुछ नहीं किया। क्या आपके डिफेंस सेटअप पर ऐसे वनरेबिलिटी जो आप रखते हैं, चलिए सिविलियन पर तो सरप्राइज एलिमेंट हो सकता है, बट मिलिट्री डिफेंसेस, और वो भी क्लोजेस्ट टू द बॉर्डर लाइन एलओसी, वहां आप ऐसे नेग्लिजेंस करोगे तो कहां गया जो बातें जो करते थे प्रधानमंत्री, उनके जो वीरता के बारे में कि हम जवाब ऐसे देंगे कि पाकिस्तान सबक सीख लेंगे। अब ये जो वादे थे, ये जुमला ही रह गया। अभी ये हम पूछ रहे हैं इनसे, क्या आपके इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी का जो रिविजिट कर रहे हैं आप कोझिकोड में, आप ये चीजें जो हमने मांगा है इस पर ध्यान दोगे या नहीं? यही है बेसिक इश्यूज। जी, देखिए, आप हाइपोथेटिकल क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं। हमारी जो डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म है, डिफेंस मशीनरी है, हम कांग्रेस छोड़िए सभी पार्टी इस देश का स्टेबिलिटी और इसके डिफेंस के लिए साथ हैं। क्या होता है, पाकिस्तान क्या कर रहे हैं, वो हमारे डिफेंस फोर्सेस को पता है और हम तैयार हैं किसी चीज के लिए भी। और जहां तक डिफेंस मैकेनिज्म की बात है, हम सब साथ हैं। अकाउंटेबल, our clear-cut demand for the security advisor and the defense minister is very clear. If you cannot defend our country, please leave your chairs for more competent people. I'm sure the Bharatiya Janata Party must be having some competent people who can handle defense matters of this country. Am I clear? मैंने अंग्रेजी में बोला था, लेकिन मैं अभी हिंदी में कहता हूं। डोवल साहब और डिफेंस मिनिस्टर से हमारा ये प्रश्न है, क्या अगर आप ये अपना काम वक्तव्य नहीं कर पा सकते हो तो आप अपना कुर्सी छोड़िए। हम समझते हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी में कुछ कॉम्पिटेंट लोग होंगे जो ये काम कर सकते हैं। जी, देखिए पहले तो ये किस लिस्ट में है, फोर्ब्स के लिस्ट में आया होगा। वो तो फोर्ब्स कंपनी को पूछिए किस आधार पर उनको इस लेवल पर ले आया। दूसरा प्रश्न आपका ये है कि ये कैसा करोड़पति बना, ये तो आप एनडीए सरकार से पूछना होगा। जमीन दिया गया, उनको मैन्युफैक्चरिंग लाइसेंस दिया गया, और मैं समझता हूँ नूडल से लेकर साबुन तक वो बनाते हैं। तो ये अगर कुछ हेल्थ डेंजर्स प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट करते हैं, वो सरकार को जवाब देना होगा। For actions taken earlier, but we did not make him the multimillionaire that he is today. He was given some land that was perhaps a mistake, but we did not give him the status that he is enjoying today. Let us. Mistakes can be accepted any time. When we make a mistake, we admit it. But we are not the people to cover up any mistake. If a mistake is made, we admit it openly. Yeah.
Mr. Vadakkan, what do you make of Siddaramaiah dispensation's defiance of the Supreme Court order over Kaveri water release?
Let me make it very candid. In the democratic process, discussion in the Legislative Assembly is part of a democratic process. In an all-party meeting that was called, it was clarified that yes, we should call the Legislative Assembly. Permission from the governor has been sought and the meeting was held. As I understand, a resolution has also been passed. So if a resolution is passed in a democratic process, an arbitration or a discussion is not in conflict of interest of a democratic process. If the state believes that the representative of people can and should give their opinion on a matter, and why not? Supreme Court can have a second look at it, and I don't think this is constitutionally wrong, because after all, the whole issue is about the people. And you can give what you have. What you don't have, you can't give. This is the basic logic which I see. If the Chief Minister says he does not have the water, there must be a committee set up to find out the reality of the situation. It can be an all-party delegation which can find out whether the water exists there. If it exists, fine. But if it does not exist as the Chief Minister makes it out, then there is a problem. Yeah. We have made that categorical, that we are with the government as far as the defense of the country goes. We totally support them. But the question that needs to be asked in the context of the meeting that is being held in Kozhikode to reassess or revisit our strategy, defense strategy, or what they call the internal security strategy, we are giving inputs as a national party for that, so that they can utilize it for consultation process and come out with a more objective strategy in the matters of national security. This is only a positive contribution from the Indian National Congress, asking the Bharatiya Janata Party to revisit the whole agenda of internal security. An all-party meeting should have been there in the first place, because the consultation process is good for any government, because the country is united as to the question of national security. Let there be no doubt about it. But yes, the critique is only on when you revisit the agenda of national security, you will have to have a strategy in place through consultative process, and that will be useful. Well, there has been, we cannot go by just one agency report. I think the matter needs to be revisited by other organizations or agencies before we come to a conclusion on that issue. It is a sensitive matter. Even if a judicial process is investigates the matter, it will be useful. Chalo?